Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yadira, and for today's video I'm super excited because this is episode number 2 of chatting with Yadi. If you missed episode 1, don't worry, I'm going to link it at the very end of the video so you can watch it, and I'm also going to link it down at the description box where you can go find it. In episode 1 we talked about mom shaming. Now, I do want to remind you guys that we do have different ways of being, doing, living. Like, we got our own vibe, you know? And that's okay. All I ask is that you guys keep it respectful. Before we get started, make sure you grab something to eat, something to drink, because we're going to be here for a little bit. I'm drinking a little bit of homemade iced coffee. In every episode, I will be asking you guys on Instagram your thoughts and opinions on a certain subject. And as you guys can tell by the title, this week's subject is, drumroll please, cheating. If you do want to participate in the questions and having your responses read on here, make sure you follow me on Instagram at yadirose. You guys, I also post makeup there, so if you do like makeup, make sure you give that page a big follow because it definitely helps your girl. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is the way we're gonna do things. I'm gonna read your guys' response and we're gonna kind of talk about it just a little here and there, and then I'm going to read a story that one of you guys sent us, and finally I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the subject. I will remind you guys that everybody's identity is kept private. None of your personal information, not your name, username, whatever it is, even the story that you guys share with me, I will not put any of your guys' information out there like that, and I won't judge you guys either. If anything, we're here to learn and grow from each other. Also, do you guys like my meals? I have been obsessed with press-on nails, you guys. Like, it's a game changer for me. I'm getting used to this length because these are pretty long. These are pretty big for me. So I hope you guys like the background. I thought, you know what, since it's like Christmassy, let's try to do something cute. So what I asked you guys on Instagram is, why do you think people cheat? Have you been cheated on? What are your thoughts and opinions on the subject? You know what, I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised because I thought that I would get more response than I actually did. I still got quite a good amount, but I was like, you know, as a woman, as a girl, like, I feel like at one point or another, we've all been cheated at. Or maybe not. Or maybe we're the ones that are cheating. Who knows? But I definitely felt like, you know, I was gonna get more response, you know, but at the same time, sometimes people don't like to share personal information, and that is completely okay. So for those that did share some input on the subject, I really appreciate it because it allows me to create this video for you guys. One of the responses was, they don't love the person. I agree. I 100% agree. I think that if you don't love the person, you don't care for their feelings and you don't care for the subject, as a matter of fact. Insecurities. Yes, insecurities does play a big role, and I've never understood it, but tell me if you guys have heard this before, because I've heard people say, he's a cheater, he's a player, and he only does it because he's insecure about himself. Like, that's never made sense to me. Like, how can you be insecure with yourself and go do that? Like, that, to me, that doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. So if you guys have any input in that, let me know. My baby daddy cheated on me, so I cheated back to get back at him. Ooh, we're talking a little bit of a revenge here, girl. I have actually met and talked to a good amount of people that this has been the actual case. They feel like if their partner did it, they have to do it to get them back. As a woman, like, I can see where, you know, that feeling of anger and just being so upset and like wanting revenge, like get back at him, comes to play. But at the same time, I think it depends on the person, because it's fun for some people. Okay, I don't see how that would be fun. Maybe like the sneaking around. Ow, these braces are like getting caught. Maybe like the sneaking around. Maybe, you know, amor en secreto. Eres secreto de amor. I don't know. I got cheated on with my sister. Ay, ay, ay. Coffee break. I definitely think that some of the worst and most hurtful cheating is when it's somebody super close to you. For example, like a family member or like your best friend. Like, that's just some other type of shit, you know, like that hurts on another level, because not only did you get cheated on by your partner or the person you're seeing, right, but you got cheated on by like somebody that you love and care for on a friendship, on a personal level. Like, you lost two people, not just one. And then how do you like trust them, you know? It's kind of hard. They are bored and insecure or young. I think what they're trying to say is maybe they're bored in their relationship. Insecure. I hope somebody explains that to me, because I don't understand how being insecure and cheating go hand in hand. Like, is it kind of like a way of saying like, look what I can do, or look what I did, and it makes you feel better? Like, is that what it means? I'm not sure. Young, yes, I think a lot of, you know, younger people, relationships are not that serious when you're super young. For some people, they might be. For me, I was like, it's my man since I was 15, bitch. Ain't nobody getting him. So I think age definitely comes to play. My ex said he liked this sneaky feeling, but regretted it. Told you, some people like that little sneakiness, like that little adrenaline rush that it gets you of not getting caught or whatever, you know? This one says they are missing something. So missing something probably from their relationship. I can see that, like if you're like begging your partner to change or be a certain type of way and, you know, they don't, you start kind of like having this grudge against them. And then if you meet somebody else and they're just like perfect, you're like, holy moly, like bye-byes. But you know. This one says because he was ugly as fuck. So does that come to insecurities as well? Like trying to make yourself feel better on why you cheat? Because they are angry at their partner. Okay. I cheated on him because he cheated on me. Okay, so I'm seeing quite a bit of those. Let me know down below what your guys' thought is. So now it's time to move on to the story. It's a little short story, but we'll imagine the scenario, and then if you guys have any advice or anything you guys want to give her, any kind words, any words of encouragement, please go ahead and do that. I caught my baby daddy. I followed my gut feeling and searched his phone. Ooh, we're already starting off deep. You know, a woman's intuition is almost always right. I've always have said that, you guys. Like, if you got a feeling and you just, you know. Es otra cosa que te quieras hacer and you like just don't even want to acknowledge it, but it's true. Sure enough, there was a conversation going back and forth with his ex. I decided to open it and bam, she was thanking him for the previous night. They had sex. Stories like this get my heart racing. Even if it's not me, I'm like, oh, I dare him. Broke my heart into pieces, and I grabbed my things and my baby girl and left his cheating ass. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. No second chance. His second chance was deciding to meet up with his ex, so now he dealt with the consequences. As women, we deserve better, and I wanted my daughter to know that no man can retain you after breaking your heart and trust. To begin with, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Like, I really, excuse me, coffee. I really am. I'm really sorry that stuff like this happens, you know, because it's hard. It's a hard situation, and when there's kids involved, it's even harder. And also, thank you for sharing your story with me. I have to agree with what she said. A woman's intuition is insane, and as well as a mother's intuition. I feel like, I don't know if it's a gift from God. I mean, it has to be a gift from God, right? Because a lot of the times, my braces. A lot of the times when we know, And I've always said this, if you go looking because you have a feeling, be prepared to find something. That's just the way that I think it goes. If you are looking, you will find something. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go look at your baby daddies or your husbands or your boyfriends or your partner's phone or anything like that. I'm not here to mix anything up. I'm just here to chat with you guys, right? But sometimes we are better than the FBI. Like, if my girlfriends ever need something or I've ever needed to look for something on my own, like, baby girl, let me tell you real quick, I have found stuff like this and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, even if it has nothing to do with another woman, I'm just, you know, giving examples out there. We can be like this, like, and then the way we text pretty fast. So don't test us. My thoughts and opinion about it. I think there's multiple reasons. Some of the reasons you guys have already said, but I still don't understand the insecurity part of it. But I do think some people fall out of love. I think some people like the sneakiness about it, the double life, which I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm living a double life and, you know, I don't know if I couldn't compare it to the same thing, but on social media, I'm like this bad bitch. And in person, I'm like this bad bitch. And I also think that age does come to play with it. Sometimes when you are younger, you don't realize that your actions have that much consequence. I also think that when it comes to being in a full committed relationship, and if there are other people involved, it's because at a given point, that person, whoever cheated, right, whether it's you or your partner, allowed that other person in. For me, I'm very aware of how I talk to people, especially if it has to be men, because one, I don't want to give the wrong impression. And also, I don't want to open the door for opportunities. So I am super, super careful of the way that I talk to men. Some people are just not happy in their relationship, and a lot of the times, especially for women, I know it happens for men too, but you know, I'm a woman, so I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, not a man's. I feel like for a woman, sometimes if there are kids involved, no matter how bad the situation is, sometimes we don't want to get out, or we think we're doing the best thing by staying with that person. Or in other scenarios, women are the ones that are cheating and not the husband, but they don't want to break it off because they have a family, they have stuff together. And I think that's, you know, that's a hard situation. If you don't want to be with somebody, just leave them. If you'd rather be messing around, don't be committed to one person. And I know, like, it's so hard because I know when there's kids, it's so different, but you guys, a happy mom, a happy dad makes a happy kid. And that's 100% true. For anybody that is going through a heartbreak because your partner cheated on you, or you're cheating, or whatever it is, really take a look deep inside yourself and ask yourself, what is going to make you happy? Does this truly make you happy? You know, being in that situation or creating that situation, is it making you happy? And if it is, and that's what you think you should be doing, I'm nobody to tell you to stop, but I will advise you that it's not fun. It's not fun getting heartbroken. It's not fun being looked at as dumb. I know a lot of the times, you know, we don't openly tell people like, hey, hi Susan, hi Ash, look at my, oh God, look at my hands. This is what happens when you stop working out. I gained weight when I was pregnant, and then this is all like fat and loose skin. Guess what, you guys? Jose cheated. Like, we don't do that. A lot of the times, for our own sake and protection of our mental health and how we look towards the world, we tend to bottle that up, and we don't tend to tell anybody. But if you guys ever do need to talk, my DMs are always open. I don't respond right away, but I always respond. All right, girls, that was a lot of talking, girls, but that is it. That's all I got for you guys today. Don't miss out on episode 3. If you haven't watched episode 1, go ahead and watch it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for everybody that participated. I hope you guys liked it, loved it, hate it, whatever. Just enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.